In this video, we'll take up the homework sheet on arithmetic series. So in the first question, they're asking us to find the sum of the first 15 terms of the arithmetic series. For all of the series that they've given us, I don't know what the 15th term is. So what I'm going to do is use the longer version of the arithmetic series formula. But you know what? I do have the first term and I know the common difference, so it's actually not that bad. Alright, so for the second question, let's see, determine the sum of each arithmetic series. So this time, I don't know the term number, but I do know the value of the last term of the arithmetic series. So I solve for the number of terms that make up the arithmetic series, and then I can find the sum. But because I know the last term of the arithmetic series, I can use a shorter version of the arithmetic series formula. The third question, they give us the 23rd term, they gave us the 31st term. Find the sum of the first 31st terms of the series. Okay, so I need to know what A is, I need to know what D is. So you can use the linear system, or you can just use the train method, the bus stop method, however you want to call it. So you need to add 8 times the common difference to go from the 23rd term to the 31st term, which means the common difference is 4, and you can solve for the first term. And then once you know the first term, actually, I don't even need to know the common difference because it's n over 2 plus a plus t sub n. So D, the knowledge of D is not useful. Okay, so yeah, that's question 3. For question 4, they gave me the sum of the first 10 terms, and they tell me that the 5th term of the series is 16. So this time, unfortunately, I have to create the linear system using the arithmetic series formula and the general term formula. So that gives me a linear system, solve for A and D, and then I can solve for the first 4 terms of the arithmetic series. They want first 5 terms. Oops. So I'm going to write 1, 4, 7, 10, and 13. There we go. First 5 terms. For part B, they want me to find the sum of the first 20 terms. So since I don't have the knowledge of what the 20th term is, I'll use the longer version of the arithmetic series formula. Okay, for question 5, what do we have here? The sum of the first 21 terms, where the terms are given by t sub n, the nth term equals 5 minus 3n. So if it's 5 minus 3n, that means the first term is 2 and the common difference is negative 3. Once I know that, I can tell you the sum of the first 21 terms, no problem. For question 6, I know the sum actually, which is 1001. I know the first term, I know the common difference, I need to solve for the number of terms. So this question is actually, not that it's hard, but it's surprisingly ends up giving you, if you use the arithmetic series formula, it ends up giving you a quadratic equation. Solve for n, and of course, n is a natural number because we're working with the number of terms here. So it can't be negative 77 over 3, so that must mean you have 26 terms for this sequence. Alright, for question 7, they gave me the 10th term and the sum of the first 20 terms. So this question is rather similar to question 4. You build a linear system using the general term formula and the arithmetic series formula, and then solve for A and D. And once you know A and D, you can solve for the 25th term. So I was actually being silly. I realized you don't have to solve for A here. Remember, you can solve for the 25th term using your knowledge of the 10th term. So you know what? I wish I didn't do all this. So here's another way of doing it. If I know the common difference and I know the 10th term, the 25th term is equal to A, oops, not A, 15, the 15th term, which, sorry, the 10th term. I know the 10th term. The 10th term plus 15 times the common difference. So if I know the common difference and I know the 10th term, I can solve for 79. So where is it? 34 plus 15 times 3. So that's 45 plus 34, which ends up with 79. So either way, you're going to get 79. Beautiful. Yeah, always ask yourself, do you really need to know the first term? If not, then why are we bothering to solve it? Okay, last question here. This was actually very straightforward. They give me A and they give me D. I know the first term, I know the common difference. I can very easily solve for the sum of the first 17 terms for each of those series. So yeah, that's it for the arithmetic series homework.